Still keep those hands and feet on top of the log. Now when you get your hands, you walk your feet right up to your hands, and then you kick one leg over. So I went to the left that time, so then I walked to here. Now I'm going to go to the right. You got to stay right on top of that log or it's going to force you off. Now you got a little conundrum here because you can't go to the side. So you're going to have to really force yourself into a good extension and then come over. You can pick a side, but just make sure you clear the log. Crab, okay, so we're belly up. What you want to resist is letting your fingers flare out to the back, okay? Keep a nice, tight position with your fingers pointing towards your feet. Get your hips up, don't let your hips sag, okay? I got a cortisone shot yesterday just so I could do that. I still want you to roll and do your dismount. You're gonna notice a tendency, on your first time, you want to kick up a leg, right? So, but if you want to be completely bilateral, you're gonna want to come up with both legs, okay? So this kind of handstand versus, that second one's is gonna require more load on your core, okay? So, and the reason that we're doing these now on the sides, so you have a place to bail out. So if you get up too high and you think you're going to come straight down back to the log, you just push to the side. As we progress, we're going to be doing it in the middle. So then you have to train yourself from the beginning to know how to make sure you're getting up and over and how to control your body. Okay, this is our donkey kick station. 2 heights. Basically, we're just trying to go from flexion to extension, just like we did on our stump extensions, except for now we're just going straight up, straight down. All right. So the first, back to our, learn it, train it, perform it, whatever I said. I'm fatigued and I'm not doing anything. Took notes. Your first time, if you don't have the strength, I just want the hips above the shoulders. Just load the shoulders and get that extension. Okay? Then we're going to go, just keep always trying. We're going to do 2 sets of 10. So when you get to here, when you start feeling it, then you just want to get a little higher. A little higher. And as your strength improves, then you're going straight up and over. Edit that. Straight up, straight down. and straight down. I looked at Josh and it reminded me, some people are going to want to row. Okay? You can do it, but try and eliminate it over time. Eliminate that momentum, because we're trying to use our core strength to take us straight up and straight down. Okay? If you don't want to touch the log at all, just find yourself a spot, and it's the exact same thing. And then my second time through, maybe I'll just try and rapid fire. Straight up, straight down. So mix it up. You know, you're just trying to learn it and gain your strength. Remember how I said, you know, when we're dismounting on the side, you've got your chance to dismount, to kind of escape if you don't make it all the way over. Now we're going to do a mountain dismount, so we're going to be mostly, except for maybe 2 people, in the middle of the log. We're going to break down our hips, so we put our hands on the log. You're going to jump your feet to your hands. Keep your hands on. Then you come across, and then you're going to dismount with a nice soft landing. Okay? If you dismount to the right the first time, then you dismount to the left the second time. Okay? I notice people kind of, you know, coming up, limping and coming up. Well, the way to solve that, land properly. It's not about the jump. It's about the landing. I have my pilot's license. Anyone here could fly a plane. But I might be the only one who can land it. Right? That's the most important part. So everything else is arbitrary if you don't hit the landing. Because if you break your knee or your ankle or something. So really focus on the whole movement all the way through. But this time we want to just drop down inside. Okay? So everything from the front is the same. Hands on, feet on, hands over. Oh, I'm not. See? Now that's your body control. I knew where the log was, but I wanted to go over, so don't mimic that. If getting your hips straight up and being able to control side to side would be a next level of function, so to speak, then to be perfectly bilateral would it be straight up and then straight back down? I don't know. I'm just asking. Let's see. Josh, watch it. You try this one. Oh! Straight up, straight down. That's perfect, right? Today I'm going to preach breaking your hips down, okay? Like when you make that turn, I want your hands and your feet touching the log. Or when we do other obstacles, we're going to have our hands and feet touching, because I really like this breakdown position. Now, it's not because I think that when you're jumping that you need to go from here all the way up to here. I mean, that's unrealistic. If you're trying to get a rebound, you can imagine. I got that rebound. Oh, shoot, I missed it. Okay, but what it will do, it's going to help you lower your center of gravity, because by loosening up these hips, it's training your body to basically have that lower hip position. So if before I get those hips broken down, I might be moving around like this, okay? But if I have a lower center of gravity, now I might be quicker like this, okay? And it's just going to put our hands on the top log, all right? Right now, we're just going to jump up and down on the bottom log 10 times. 1, 2, 3. Knees bent. Just like jumping, just have your hands, okay? 7, 8, 9, 10, and then to the middle log. 1, 2, 3, okay? 10 times. on each log. Second time through, you're going straight knees, okay? So now you're adding that shoulder demand. Keep your knees straight and use your shoulders to lift you up. After 10, then you do the same thing. Go to the middle log. But try and keep those legs straight. Okay? So you're using more of a shoulder load and a midline load to get your feet up. Okay, so these are called quick overs. We're going to practice going from our flexion, getting into our flexion, loading our shoulders, and just going side to side. Okay? If the logs are too tall, make yourself your line, and you're just going to walk your hand and bounce side to side from the line. Okay? So work on the coordination. This is body control. So your hands are just going to walk. There's ways to change the demand here, okay? If you really want to get aggressive, you can just hop over, no hands, all right? Or you can go backwards. I mean, I'm not joking, but okay, so we're going forward, down to here. I'm going to come over here and backwards. It's just body control. You just let your body flow through it. And it's changing the demand. These are just stump extensions, okay? We're trying to work from a flexion into an extension. And on the stumps, we're just going to go side to side. So we're learning that body control I was talking about. So we're going to put our hand, you're going to attack the log, all right? And remember how I said over there, it's better to jump off of both legs, as opposed to, that. So I want you to come in with both legs, inner on one side, and you're going to dismount on the other, okay? So it's just hips up into extension, land. And when you go to the next log, same thing. Hips up, extension, land, all right? And if that demand isn't enough, then you just keep trying to pursue the full extension. People are learning how to do overhead squats. If you come in here and you're trying to do an extension and your upper back won't let you get to that, you can get high, but it's always something like that. That's the exact same movement. I got to be able to release that upper back into this full extension position. So if I can do it here, and then when I have a weight overhead, it's going to be the same thing. Okay, so we're attacking from one side off of two legs, all right? And then you're putting your hands on, go up into extension, and dismount on the other side. Okay, so come in with 2 feet, and dismount. We're going to do step up, back like we're doing our stork walks. I want you to pinch the shoulder blades together. I want you to keep your back and chest upright. And basically you're just going to take a step, bring your knee up, and when you land, I really want you to focus on breaking down, and I want you to focus on your feet and your knees, okay? I want you to try and land and break down, okay? Really soft landing. And it's just more functional than even that, or especially with the stiff legs, that's just not going to happen. So you step up, keep the shoulder blades back, and break down. You got to resist on your breakdown. You don't want the shoulder to fall forward, okay? Everything has to be strong. That's not a strong position. That's a strong position, okay? Okay, hands laced behind your head, elbows back. Can you just go through? hops on top of the log. And then, yeah, so you're going to hop up, hop down. One hop in between each log if you can. Hop down, hop up. Hop down, hop up. Good job. Nice and soft. Right back up.
I was the worst kid. I was a hippie. I was a burnout. I was a dropout. I was out of my head. I was a surfer. I had a skateboard.
Next time through, same thing. We're jumping on top. We're going to take our hands down so we have our momentum again. So now let's just try and be a little faster. Just touch it, touch and go.
I was so screwed up. I was out of my head. I was so jacked up. I was so drugged up. I was so napped out. I was out of my head.
The third time through and last time through, we're going to take our hands down and now we're going to jump over the log, not on top.